It's going to enter the new year without one of the staple establishments. LGBTQ bar and nightclub, the Birdcage, announced its closure on Christmas Eve. Now, that move not only caught patrons by surprise, but more than a dozen employees, too. And two of them are speaking with WCPO 9 News reporter Connor Steffen tonight.
After 6 years,
some of the best drag in the tri-state.
A staple for Cincinnati's queer community is shuttered.
We, from the very beginning, set out to curate a space for those who didn't have space elsewhere.
Leaving drag queens like Roxy Democracy and Meryl Jane Devine to wonder what's next.
We feast and we famine, and sometimes you spend $500 on wigs and then go, well, shoot, my January calendar is completely open.
The Birdcage, now locked behind a cage, abruptly announced its closure in a Facebook post on Christmas Eve.
And then I saw a bunch of Facebook notifications and I clicked on and I said, well, I guess my schedule's open.
1, disappointment. 2, surprise.
The announcement caught both the public and employees off guard.
The loss of what we had created is, heartbreaking.
The Birdcage explained its shutdown was due to financial hardships. Quote, bills and payroll were covered out of pocket in the hope that community support would rebound.
It was a slow season. We knew it had been slow. We didn't think it was that slow.
The business says sales dropped nearly 75%. And because of that, they weren't able to afford the costs that came with renewing insurance on the business.
If that's the reason they choose to give, we have no choice but to take it at its value.
The business said is now focused on helping former employees find new jobs. Quote, while announcing the closure was necessary, we acknowledge that the timing and method of communication were mishandled.
This is only a temporary setback. As entertainers, we have a responsibility to the community.
What legacy do you think Birdcage leaves behind?
I would say the legacy is that we grew a sisterhood.
I would love to say that the amount of good we've done for the community over the time we've been open will outweigh the terrible disappointment that the closing has brought.
In Cincinnati, Connor Steffen, WCPO 9 News.